I feel paralyzed.
Hey everyone from Sin Chaos, my name is Phoenix, and I will be doing part of the video uploading and graphics design and things like that. So, for the first official video of the channel, I thought it would be fun and, uplifting to do a Trollpasta. This one will be called Hyper Realistic, and now at the end of the video you'll see a dash Phoenix, and that is just to let you guys know who uploaded the particular video and who did a lot of the work on it. Not necessarily for editing, but just recording of gameplay. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this Trollpasta of Hyper Realistic. One hyper-realistic morning, I opened my hyper-realistic eyes, only to find that my hyper-realistic sheets had been torn off my hyper-realistic bed and strewn about my hyper-realistic room. I decided, with my hyper-realistic brain, to jump out of my hyper-realistic bed to find the cause of this, only to notice that, when my hyper-realistic feet touched the hyper-realistic carpet, it was damp. Looking down with my hyper-realistic eyes, I saw that it was covered in hyper-realistic blood. I opened my hyper-realistic mouth to scream, but hyper-realistic blood started to pour out, and my hyper-realistic eyes became filled with hyper-realistic blood tears. Due to a massive loss of hyper-realistic blood, I died, and then a hyper-realistic skeleton popped out. The end. Of this, only to notice that, when my hyper-realistic feet touched the hyper-realistic carpet, it was in fact damp. Looking down with my hyper-realistic eyes, I saw that it was covered in a hyper-realistic blood. I opened my hyper-realistic mouth to scream, but hyper-realistic blood started